Oh boy, guys. It's time. It's time for Doki Doki. Still scared to play it. We're gonna actually get straight into it. Alright, another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Miles. Yo, Siori. Look like you're in a good mood today. Hee hee. I'm just not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Eh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets it contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fell out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? Well, boy, it's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. Look at her face, though. Like, her face is so... But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. What? I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Aha. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. Aha. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri. Tell Miles to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved in like that, Siri. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough. Suffering enough retribution. Huh? Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. Revolution. Retribution. That. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Hee hee. Sorry, give me 1 second, guys. There we go. Hee hee. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys that she was bringing me into the club before she even told me. Sorry, I'm gonna grab my phone here. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for your cupcakes. So I had to trick the Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. What? Kai? Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow. What was that? Eh? Cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though, haha. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Hee. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in her hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Oh, Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Eh? Natsuki glances around the room. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a haha, I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Why is she looking at me? That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Miles. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chances to share one once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Nah, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori mischief. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Miles? Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna get some supplies from another classroom. Want to come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival is coming up? Me and Monica were gonna do some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons, markers, and glue sticks. Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay. Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Miles to get supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. But I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if I can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Miles? Yep, let's go. Okay, so this game's supposed to be scary and stuff, and honestly, my heart kind of dropped ever since all that started happening. I was kind of like, Sayori exits the classroom. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyways? I'm not sure how you would make it an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? Okay, what kind? Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. Ah, that sounds kind of dull. Miles, you're not thinking about it right away at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like, you say the lines of the poem like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from the clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look into every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just meant that it's a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that. It's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around the room in the hallway again. Hey Miles, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, huh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty non-still. Wow. Now you guys can see just how stupid I am. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. Nostalgic. As the years went by, I began to hole myself up in my room more and more. So adventuring with Sayori brings about special sort of feelings I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight up to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons. Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're in the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for poster paper. I dropped one by accident. Smack. Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow, 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 ow. You okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Geez, Sayori, that's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Before I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hand, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Sayori slowly raises her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Oh my goodness. Ow. Sorry. There's a huge red mark on her center of the forehead. Well, we can't. Well, unless that's what they're talking about right there. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Miles, where would I even find ice at this time? I guess a cold drink will do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pass Sayori on the shoulder and run into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it was used to ice pack rather than to drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I'll purchase that one. It's just a moment. I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other palm to clumsily scoop the crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking it from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Ah, sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Look like you cleaned up most of your crayons, so that's good. Hey, Miles. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious anyways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on things you did. But sometimes, when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard. Haha. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it was really your fault. It wasn't your fault at all, you know. Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess when I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Miles, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. You're rushing to help me, even though I'm being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Miles, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll ever be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college, or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical impression in her face. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside, that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know. Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. She hops to her feet. Haha! She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays her bangs to try to hide, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about to ready to start sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine. Don't worry about it. I was playing with the crowns and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyway. Were you able to find anything we needed? I have it right. Sayori frantically glances around herself. I forgot all the stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Aha, sounds like you ended up doing all of the work, Miles. Well, Sayori, I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Haha, okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crown box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Alright. Let's get Monica over with. Hi again, Miles. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Haha, I wouldn't count on it. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, it's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. Haha, that's kind of exaggerating it. Huh, yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. Alright, so actually, guys, we're going to stop here, because I just realized something. So, let me open a new window tab. And we're going to go to YouTube. We're going to go to my friend Big Mac's channel. Big Mac 343. He's an awesome YouTuber. He streams a lot. And he actually plays a lot of videos. But he actually recently did a Doki Doki. And I'm pretty sure I can see the live chat somehow. Okay, so I can't see his chat, which kind of sucks. So it looks like we're going to get straight back into it. Then again, I don't blame you, you're a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just, haha, I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Sorry. Alright, well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? Okay, the colors, they won't stop. Okay. It's useless. Alright, we're gonna skip to this on this track because I kind of want to get to it. Okay. Choosing where, how, and space words can move the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's all about, though. Huh? Sometimes asking people what a poem is about isn't it the right question. A poem could be abstract or physical exploration of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, and not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this a tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. I have a bad feeling about that advice. I feel like that's really, really scripted. Miles, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding this one. I'm not hiding anything, but your poems are so good. Yesterday and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so. No way. Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Uh-huh. Well, stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life, but you're somehow make everything in your life an adventure, even the little things, like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori on the head. Hey, I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Miles. Will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Sayori, you're completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. I broke my pencil. Sayori hesitantly bends down to pick up the piece she dropped, but being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry, it's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down to pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like bundles of kittens. Okay, I really don't want to read this. Holy crap, Sierra, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, come out good, so you should be proud of it. And actually, guys, before I continue, I'm gonna do something really fast. Sorry, I had to charge up my, whoa. I had to charge up my, tablet there. Ah, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings. Okay, we're honestly just gonna skip this. Okay. The seeing the passion in your eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. What? Wow. Rip. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew? What? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait. Maybe that wasn't a compliment. Maybe that was a compliment. Ah, glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well I guess if you've been friends with her for as long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah? I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. I'll let you guys read this. There we go. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I want it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of people find out, they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn the respect of others, like for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, too. Just look forward to it. Yuri. This one's I'm waiting for. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Miles. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. Eh? It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so I don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see here. That's one way to truly enable your readers to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Isn't the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. Alright, we're just gonna let you guys read that if you want to. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can even figure out what it's supposed to. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. That's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? Yeah, she did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, did she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing with me. After all, I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness. I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today, so I can come sit in front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern that I'm of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need much for more than a few decorations. Suri has been... Oh, rip. Oh. Thumbnail. Saying Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Actually, how do I take a picture of this? Alright. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem and recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori is putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Hehe, Sayori, who's coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud with a whole room full of people, sorry. I guess I kinda overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Sorry, I was making sure it was picking up the right mic. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Oh my goodness. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around the room at everyone else's acceptance faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Haha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in the front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Ha, of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She stands up behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotions behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't even understand. Finally, Monica finishes whatever. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Haha, thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches the sheet of paper. Giving her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of the Crimson Eye. She shakes like she's reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she particularly refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. Someone's like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns and structure that she inculcates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside of her head. Suddenly she finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around the room as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins in after me, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops up in the chair, cheerfully walks up to the podium. This is one called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made in perfect match. The poem isn't immensely cheery like Sayori. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were able to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply in someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it. Good job, Sayori. Even Miles liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be the other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Miles. It's not like I can compare you guys anyways. Might as well let Miles lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. but it's not like I have much of a selection. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... But why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if they're giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite the poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want to for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you know, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might have been hard. I hope that you all have the idea of what's like now. Make sure you pick up a poem and get enough practice before the festival today, okay? I'll be making pamphlets to let everyone know ahead of time that what you'll be reacting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. Can't wait. I can't do this. Alright. I stand up. Alright. I am going to have to end it here because it is kind of getting late and I do have to get up early. But I think I'm going to go ahead and make the poem for tonight. And then once I get off work tomorrow, it's going to be really late. But once I get off work, we're going to get straight back into it. There's no way I'll be able to find out the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monaco, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make it such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Miles. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more, even though it's only been a few days. A lot of things have already changed, but today Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean, Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Eh. Alright. Oh, man. Big Mac, I hate you for this. Oh, man. Sayori, Yuri, Sayori, Yuri, Sayori, Yuri, Sayori, Yuri, Sayori, Yuri, Sayori, Yuri, Sayori, Yuri. Walk home with Yuri. Walking home with Yuri. Why did she thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down. So, isn't she so beautiful and smart? That was nothing to do with what I just said. Huh? You admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point of speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe, but I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know. Need you? Sayori. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me in such an awkward question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. I should have saved. Man, I knew there was... That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time. Alright. So, we're going to make everything towards Yuri. So. Disown. And then... Pink, Twirl, Time, Friends, Inferno, Desire, Hope, Project Fireworks, Disaster, Aftermage, and then we're gonna want Misery. Ooh, no. Okay, so there's a kitty skipping, Journey, Essence, Sing, Pleasure, Graveyard, Grieve, no! Okay. Universe Embrace, Mouth, Sensation, Portrait, Desiree, yeah. Scars, oh, Nightgown, Dark. No, it was that one. Fudge. Okay, Pout, Hurt, Chocolate, Tears, Awesome. Tears. Oh my goodness. Okay, Romance, Atone, Intellectual, Blanket, Jump, Unending, Misfortune, Sadness. I'm done. Anxiety. Okay. Being turns around. Prayer, Fluffy, Fun, Dance, Infinite, Sunset, Lecture, Meager. Okay, that was right. Proof, Anime, Intrepidity, Passion, Sugar, Festival, Rose, Ribbon, Frightening, Crimson, Wonderful, Depression, Bliss, Loud, Wrath, Explode, Peaceful, Lucky, Cage, Special, Dazzle, Raindrops, Shopping, Boop, Aura. Explode would be Natsuki. Cage, yeah. Whisper, Effulgent, Clouds, Love, Cry, Insight, Fatality, Treasure, Unstable, Broken. Unstable. Okay. Last one. Existence, Vertigo, Horror, Playground, Death, Music, Defeat, Party, Endless, Mythology. Alright, so Death is not her. I know it sounds like it, but horror. That might be Hatsuki. No, that was her. Okay, it was Yuri. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and save the game here, guys. Boom. And next time I will go ahead and I'll let you guys know when I'm streaming. It was fun streaming this. We have a ways to go. And next time I'm actually then going to think of actually moving the game like this. Maybe having chat on the left side. But that's just an option. Let's move this back here. Oops. Game capture. Boom. Yeah, it was just a thought. Maybe you guys would like that. Let me know in the comments below. And no further ado, this is Miles0326 signing out. Go ahead and give me a comment, rating, and subscribe. And it really helped out the channel if you guys subscribe and turn on the notification. It lets you guys know when I upload, start streaming everything. I accidentally had an incident yesterday about I left my stream on. And I didn't realize it. And I was actually gone for an hour or so. And you guys actually came in and started commenting everything. And it was just a black screen for you. And I'm sorry about that. I did delete the video and everything. But yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed.